Okay, this is the Jimi Hendrix lesson. Can't really have a guitar chorus without the Jimi Hendrix lesson. It's also going to be the blues lesson. You should know your pentatonics already before even starting any of this stuff. The pentatonics are like major pentatonic. Sorry, that's minor pentatonic. Go ahead and tune in my ear. Why did you need to? Pause it, whatever you need to do. Okay, that's a pentatonic. Same thing down here. And then here's the Hendrix chord. It's a 9, raise 7, a 7 sharp 9. You can also play it like this. With a thumb in the bass, which has a Hendrix trademark. And another thing Hendrix did a lot, he used some open notes in the chords. That chord there, that's a really nice Hendrix chord. It's and then you're kind of deadening. Actually, you don't deaden any strings. The top and bottom strings are open. Nice Hendrix chord. Another Hendrix chord he used with a thumb in the bass, it would be these two notes. And you are deadening this string and then that string. So you're deadening the G string and the A string. You'll have to learn how to do that. And that's the chords to Castle's Made of Sand. Almost said Sketches of Spain. I was thinking of Miles Davis. Which brings up another thing that's inside the pentatonic. Since I'm on Hendrix, this is a thing that Miles Davis taught his guitar players, mainly Robben Ford. This is from a Robben Ford guitar lesson. Here's the walk down. It's over a E major pentatonic. E major pentatonic. Minor pentatonic, man. Sorry, guys. This is like a chord walk down. That is the walk down. It's a really interesting thing, and Miles Davis used it a lot. Jimi Hendrix uses some too. Another thing Jimi Hendrix did a lot, or some, was the major pentatonic. Let's go to A, major pentatonic, with a little Mixolydian. He started incorporating modes like Miles Davis did around that time with Mixolydian, you know. That's a Mixolydian. And so we're going to go back to A and say, then play in major pentatonic. So it's a major pentatonic. It's basically you take your A minor pentatonic, which would be, and what you're going to do is move it down a whole and a half step, which is 3 frets. And still over A though. And man, listen to Machine Gun by Hendrix, and you can hear him really wail on some stuff, in the high notes and his solo stuff. But what really impresses me the most about Jimi Hendrix was like his double stops that he would do, like a and like those. He used to do a lot of really nice double stops and stuff, and the chord, like sliding chords around while he's playing and stuff. It's really, really beautiful stuff. Okay, let me see. Let me think for a second. Okay, there's some more blue notes. That's what I wanted to cover. Blue notes. The blue notes are the mysterious in-between notes that are in the pentatonic. But not necessarily in the 5-note pentatonic. There's another note that we're going to add that's to the pentatonic scale, but first I want to show you these other ones that kind of fit in there. One is in between the F sharp and the G. And country music uses it a lot on. And it's right up there. It's in between F sharp and it's F.5 if you're using my 48-tone surrealism theory for the in-between notes, which makes 48 notes per octave. And the way I play those notes is just by banging the strings. I don't have a special instrument or anything, but I do use those in-between notes like, just those, they're in between. But anyway, back to the blue notes. They're in between. There's the one. It's the F sharp and a half, F sharp 0.5. And the other one is like the flat 5. And there's another note that we add standardly to the pentatonic scale, which is going to be the flat 5, and that's the devil's note they call it. But and this is a really nice scale because it's got 3 notes per scale, and it's really long, and it goes up the neck, so it's a. The Hendrix chord. Okay, yeah, that's a really nice one. You can just like. That's a really nice scale, though, and that's another one of the blue notes. And another one is between A and A sharp. That's going to be another blue note. So one is the F sharp. And that's those blue notes are in there, just like. That's it right there. It's kind of funny. It's funny to the ear, sort of, but those are the blue notes. They're pretty important in blues, man. Those in-between ones. You've been going. Okay, let me see. Okay, next would be, it's also the funk chord. And if you don't know the blues chord progression, it's a 1-4-5 chord progression. Just look up blues chord progression, and it's 1-4-5. But it's basically, and then back to 1. It's a 1-4-5. The first chord of the scale, the fourth note of the scale, or fourth chord of the scale, and the fifth chord of the scale, which would be, in E, it would be Do, Fa, So. Those are Do's, Fa, and So. So Do, Fa, So. Bitches. Alright, let's see. Yeah, those chords are used kind of for funk and stuff too. The Hendrix chord that I showed you, the first one, is the 7 plus 9. I'm going to show you 7 minus 9 and how to use it. There's a Pink Floyd song called Breathe, and then whenever it goes to it uses the pass down, it uses that as a change, and Richard Wright said he got it from Miles Davis. He said he listened to it and picked out every single note, but it's D 7 plus 9, and then D7 minus 9. So you just lift that up, and then E minor 9, or whatever. And that's another way to use that A7 9 chord. It makes a good walk down for like. And basically, you know your pentatonics really well. I mean, if you're playing some Hendrix, and most of that stuff is based around 12-bar blues. But Hendrix is a bit tricky because he does some other stuff too. He's kind of the person that took us out of the blues into the next stage, to where he started taking the modal stuff that Miles Davis and Coltrane and these guys were doing, and incorporating that with the rock and roll, and just does amazing stuff. And Hendrix is by far my favorite guitar player, so I definitely had to do this Hendrix section, and I hope that you learned something from it. If not, well, then maybe you'll learn something from one of my videos. Maybe I'll learn something from one of yours, because I still watch videos myself and still learn stuff. I'm working on a Buckethead lick right now that it's new to me. I've never seen it before. Even after learning ragas and stuff and playing guitar for 40 years, I still learn stuff, and I can make it a point to just dig and all kinds of world music and try to keep learning, and I'm going to try to share as much as what I can with you. Thank you very much. This has been the Hendrix lesson. Tune in next time for Travis Nibbles' Guitar Mystery School.